Hey, it's Frankie. I'm gonna send this over to Last Dive Bar. See if they want to tag me or not. Don't matter. I just wanted to get my message across at least. Um, Today is September 26th. It's raining where I live. We're gonna get a hurricane, but I know it's the last day of the A's being in the Oakland Coliseum. So your game is about maybe an hour and change from now. It's 1:45, 3:37, about less than 2 hours. So hopefully I'll send this out on time. So my response to all this, I've been following it ranging from the Oakland 68's Last Dive Bar, the Ricky Report from Alex, Locked on A's with Sully, Brody Brazil, and Casey Pratt. I've been following this nonstop because this is the most controversial and most interesting news story when it comes to baseball. The 50-50 from Ohtani, great accomplishment. Judge might do another record for home runs. He's right now, 56? Wonderful. Great. But that's not the big news. That's not the big controversy. The big controversy is the Oakland A's or the Sacramento Athletics of Las Vegas or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Whatever. So here's my take on it. And this is the reason why I don't give money anymore to Major League Baseball. I really don't. Not only because I can't afford it, because everything's so goddamn expensive, it's because you're not making it accessible to others. You're not trying to build a fan base. The owners are still fucking set on their old ways and not able to fucking reinvent the wheel. And now they took over minor league baseball a few years back, and now they're making it into a corporate welfare, and they're forcing teams to either have the cities renovate their stadiums, or they leave. And we got plenty of stories of that one, but I'm not even going to go into that. So here's my gripe. My gripe is, okay, you're dealing with this idiot, John Fisher, which I think he's just a total fucking idiot. I think he doesn't know his head up his ass or whatever. But the one thing that really pissed me off, and the owners are set in their ways, is Major League Baseball and Rob Manfred. I know nobody likes him. I don't like him either. And the reason for that is I didn't even like Buck Selig when I was living in New York and Florida. I couldn't stand him. And when I was doing my homework about this, is like basically Major League Baseball basically blackballed Oakland. Even since the early 90s. Mind you, they won a World Series in 89, but they blackballed them big time. And they, for the past maybe 25 to 30 years, they've been finding a way to get out. Okay? That's just fact. Okay? I'm like, even the city was like, oh, let's bring the Raiders back in. We'll make Mount Davis in. I'm like, mind you, days don't matter. Oh, the Giants are going to leave. They're going to go to St. Petersburg. We need to stop this. We need to make it viable. Okay, let's get investors, including Fisher, into freaking saving the team and privately investing in Pac Bell Park. But when the A's are going to move, yeah, sure. Giants, no. A's, fuck them. Put them in Vegas. That's what it sounds like to me. So I feel really bad for this fan base. And not only I'm supporting you guys because I can't even imagine how it feels to lose your baseball team. Okay? That's one. Two, slap in the face to baseball fans. And I'm a baseball fan. I love baseball. I grew up in New York and as a teenager in Florida. I went to, when I was little, to Shea Stadium for the Mets, to the old Yankee Stadium for the Yankees, And yes, they were dumps, like the Coliseum. But it was nice. It was fun. It was, even though they were past their prime, it was baseball oriented. And it was for the fans. That's what the Oakland Coliseum is. Okay? So, going back to MLB and its head so far up their ass and set in their ways, and not making baseball accessible. I'm like, I'll bet you money right now as I'm speaking, that fucking game at 3:37, which is 12:37 for you guys in California, is not even the free game of the day on MLB.TV. I guarantee it. You either got to pay the fucking $30 on MLB TV for all the games, or you could probably get MLB Network, pay $7 a month, which Roku doesn't even have the access to actually go to MLB Network despite of you paying for it, which is fucking a joke. So you're really not making it accessible for baseball fans to witness history. And mind you, I witnessed history when the Expos left, when I was 18 years old. Figure out how old I am now. And they moved to DC. This is 10 times worse, mind you, of how it ended. So, I'm going to give you my predictions of what's going to happen in the future, because 3 years is a fucking long time. Now, first things first, I know people are going to give shit to me about this. MLB is not coming back to Oakland. I hate to say it. They're never coming back to Oakland. Temporary expansion team, whatever. Not going to happen. Knowing how fucking stuck up MLB is and its owners, they're never going to push for it. I know you have investors, primary investors, billionaires out there, and it's a very rich area, I'm guessing. Never going to happen. Never going to happen. But I'm going to come up with some scenarios that I think might happen. I'm going to go from the least likely to the most likely. They're out of left field, and I probably commented on this before, but they're out of left field, but 3 years is a long time, and I might be onto something. But I'm going to say it anyway. 1. Least likely scenario. John Fisher sells the team to the Miller Group in Utah, because they have the $900 million state funding to build a ballpark in a nice area, and they can move into a temporary stadium, whether it be Smith Ballpark or the ballpark in Daybreak. Okay, that's the least likely, but let me get to it. While they're in Sacramento, 3 years, okay? I know the controversy about the Players Association not approving it yet, whatever. I'm like, they're going to Sacramento next year. That's no ifs, ands, or buts. Despite of how desert hot it's going to be, and seeing the simmer on the grass, like if they were going in and stepping into some you know how they have the rocks, the hot rocks on fire when you walk through it. That's what I'm going to think is going to happen. But here's a scenario in Sacramento. Fisher's going to sell the team to Vivek if this whole Vegas thing falls through, which most likely it is. And what Vivek's going to do is he's going to keep the team in Sacramento, and he'll pay for upgrades in order to get some shade, maybe some sprinklers in the fucking field so they could have cool down mist, whatever. It's an idea. But push forward of building next door to a Major League Baseball stadium. With that being said, he would have to sell off his stake of the River Cats. Giants fans, the San Francisco Giants team, listen. You can get more out of your fan base out there in the Bay Area, and I'm going to tell you how. Sell the River Cats back to the Giants. Get Diamond Baseball Group involved. Get Paul Freeman and Brian Cameron involved. Get AASEG involved. And come together with a resolution to putting a AAA team in Oakland. Win-win for everybody. Some people be like, you got to be shitting me. I said, it's that or nothing. You have your ballers now. Great. But I think it could be more than that. That's how much I believe that what Oakland deserves. And I think that's going to be the best thing for them to get. That's another scenario. Now, the other scenario is there might be a little bigger. What's the word? There might be a bigger story than what is talked about. If you don't know the situation, the A's are, through the $380 subsidy that they do have, they're only going to be building on 9 acres on that god awful fucking opera house design. And what I'm thinking this fool's going to do, because Bally's and GLPI, well, Bally's is suffering. They're going to go into bankruptcy soon enough. GLPI, they're probably going to sell land to Fisher. And he's going to take control of the whole 35-acre land. So he has full control of that land in the strip. So not only he'll get subsidies for the ballpark, but also he will get a real estate development deal in Vegas. So all these investors he's trying to get, like scrimmaging for money, I think there's a bigger picture to it. Now, it might not be likely, but I gotta think of it from a business sense. So if that happens, oh well. I don't want it to fail because I believe in baseball, but I don't see this going well at all. So with that being said, I wear my Oakland hat. I have my patch for schools over stadiums because I don't think tax funds should be ever used for sports. And I want them in 2026 to, rebuke the tax rebate. The tax rebate for them, $380 million. But anyway, I'm rambling on and I'm half asleep and I'm just rambling on. So my take is the most likely scenario is Fisher doing that. I really think. I hope not, but I'm thinking that. I think there's more to the picture that it says. But also, I think the Giants can take advantage of this if they do what I explained. Get a AAA team in and leave the team in Sacramento. Leave the A's in Sacramento. That's a good scenario. When it comes to the existing site of the Coliseum, if the infrastructure is good on the Coliseum, why not gut the shit out of it? It has a lot of history. It's been there forever since, 65? I don't remember. 65, 66? When was the Coliseum built? Tell me. As long as its infrastructure is good, gut the whole fucking place out. The troughs, the wires, the lights, the scoreboard, everything. The dugouts, everything. Gut the shit out of it. Make it into a fucking skeleton like the Climate Pledge Arena, which was the Key Arena. So once you gut it out, make it into a football stadium. Keep Mount Davis, but make it a football stadium. When you do all that, I guarantee you that the NFL will likely expand to Oakland. This is years from now. I say expansion for the NFL 10 years from now, give or take. If AASEG play it right, and I think they will. I think they're on a good path to making Oakland into a primary place to gain tourists. To, I hate to say this word, but gentrify. They're gonna have to. But they have also a way of building affordable housing and making the community safer and revitalize a neighborhood that's been gone to shit for years on out and trying to find a way in order to clean it up. It's possible. I believe it. So with that being said, I really think they could gut it out and build it into a beautiful football stadium from the skeleton of the Coliseum. And still call it the Oakland Coliseum, but bigger, better, probably even better than fucking Levi's Stadium. I believe. That's just me. I believe in restoration. I don't believe really into tearing it down unless it needs to be torn down. I think restoration might be your best bet. And if they have a good infrastructure, go for it. If it's safe in its infrastructure, go for it. That will be huge. And if when that whole Coliseum property has everything, the restaurants, the hotels, the housing, all that in all those acres of land, wouldn't it be something to have a Super Bowl there? In an area that was high risk in crime, to now having a revitalization in Oakland. I think that's what their goal is. So what I would suggest on doing is, after the game, take a sit down, watch my video, and just cut it out into a few parts of what I said. If you want to post it, fine. If not, that's fine by me. But I wanted to give my 2 cents out there about it because this is near and dear to my heart as a baseball fan. I wear this with pride, this Oakland hat. I like it. Support Last Dive Bar, support the 68, support the Oakland Ballers. And if you want to buy A's gear, do me a big fucking favor. Buy it that says Oakland. Anything that says Oakland. Anything. Buy it. When it comes on clearance, buy it. Get rid of everything that says Oakland on it. Keep it for yourselves. Clean those shelves that says Oakland. If it says Athletics, don't even bother buying it. Whatever says Oakland, get it. So, anywho, that's my spiel. I hope everyone's doing well. Please be safe. Have a wonderful game. I'm probably not going to watch it because it's probably not on the fucking free game of the day. And I'll shed a tear for you guys. I'll be praying for you guys. And just enjoy your last moments of being in the Coliseum. It's going to be hard. And it's going to be, it's going to be... You're gonna be in grief for a little bit, and that's okay. Be as sad as you want, be as angry as you want, but know for the future, it'll get bright for Oakland. Again, my name is Frankie Castellan. I appreciate your 20 minutes of time. If it's too long for you to post, fine. I just wanted to give my 2 cents, and I figure I'd give my crazy little conspiracy theories as well. You guys have a wonderful day, and God bless.